I welcome you all in this session. In the previous session, we had discussed construction of a DFA that accept set of all strings over A and B of length where number of A's and number of B's must be even. So in the last class, we had constructed the DFA by using first method. In today's session, we will see the second method for the same problem. So first I will revise the previous method and then we will switch to second method. So for the given problem, first we will have to find the sigma, that is A and B. Our language, as discussed in the previous session, it will be infinite and we will have to accept empty string and the string having number of A's even and number of B's also even. Now we will construct two different DFAs. First, to accept the string having number of A's even and the second number of B's even, and then we will combine both the DFAs. So this was our first DFA and this was our second DFA. So now we will use the cross product method. So we will have four order pair AC, AD, BC and BD. So we will construct a DFA using these four states. So for this we will use our previously constructed two DFAs. So we will combine these two DFAs using this concept. So we will combine. First we will check from state A. On input small a, our next state will be B. So we can check from this DFA. And then we will check from state C on input small a. From state C on input small a, our next state will be C itself. So we have written it here. So now we will use AC as a single state and on input small a, we will have our next state as BC. So we will use this as a single state, AC and BC. Similarly, we will check for the other state. From state A on input B, we will have next state A. So we have written it here. From state C on input B, from state C on input B, we will have next state as D. So we have written it here. Similarly, you can check for the all the other states. So now we can construct the DFA using this concept. Today we will construct the same DFA using the second method. So as stated earlier, we have to construct a DFA that will accept set of all string over A and B of length of a string where number of A's and number of B's must be even. Our sigma will be A and B, L will be infinite. We have to accept empty string and a string having number of A's even and number of B's even. So we can categorize all the possible strings into four categories. That is, either we have even number of A's and even number of B's in a given string. This will be our first category. I'm repeating it. either we have even number of A's and even number of B's in the given string, or either we have even number of A's and odd number of B's in a given string. So this will be our first category. This will be our second category. Now in the third category, either we have odd number of A's or even number of B's. And the fourth category will be odd number of A's and odd number of B's. I have written few examples also. For even number of A's and even number of B's, examples are either epsilon, that is empty string, and AA and BB. So we can say the string AA is having even number of A's and even number of B's. And in this string, that is BB, here also we are having even number of A's and even number of B's. We can check for the second category. We are having a string AAB. So here we are having even number of A's but odd number of B's. Likewise, in the third category, we are having AAABB. So here we are having odd number of A's and even number of B's. In the fourth category, here we are having the example AB. So here in this string, we are having odd number of A's and odd number of B's. So now we will use this concept to construct the DFA. So we will combine these even and even odd, odd even and odd as a single state. Means even will represent one state, even odd will represent second state, odd even will represent third state, and odd will represent fourth state. Like this. This state will represent even. This state will represent even odd. This state represents odd even, and this state will represent odd. That means odd number of A's and odd number of B's. So first we will look at the left hand side, how we will construct the DFA. So we will check for each state. So from state EE, if we have an empty string, so we will have the next state as EE itself. Next, from state EE on input small a. So first we will check which category string it is. So it comes under odd number of A's and even number of B's, because number of A's in this string is 1, number of A's is 1 and number of B's is 0. So odd number of A's and even number of B's. So it will move to state OE. So from state EE on input A, our next state will be OE. Now we'll check for the input string B from state EE on input B. So first we will check this string comes in which category. So it comes into even number of A's and odd number of B's, because number of A's in this given string is 0 and number of B's is 1, that is odd. So from state EE on input small b, our next state will be EO. So from state EE on input B, our next state will be EO. So next we will check for the state OE. So from state OE, first we will check how we have reached state OE on input A from state EE. So first we are having A. Now from state OE on input A. So now our string becomes AA. So it comes under the category even number of A's and even number of B's, because number of A's in this given string is 2 and number of B's is 0. So it comes under the category EE, even number of A's and even number of B's. So on input AA, our next state will be EE. So from state OE on input A, our next state will be EE. Similarly, from state OE on input B. So first, how we have reached from state OE from EE on input A. So on input B, our complete string becomes AB. So this string comes under the category of odd number of A's and odd number of B's. So on input B, our next state will be OO. So from state OE on input B, our next state will be OE. Now we will check for the state EO. So from state EO on input A. So first we will check how we have reached state EO from state EE on input B. So already we have B. Now on input A, our complete string becomes BA. So this comes under the category of odd number of A's and odd number of B's. So on input A, our next state will be OO. Now from state EO on input B. So how we have reached state EO from EE on input B. So next on the input B, our complete string becomes BB. So BB is having even number of A's and even number of B's. So it will move to state EE on input B. Now we will check for the state OO. So we will check how we have reached state OO either on input A and B or input B and A from the state EE. So we have reached state OO either input A, B or input B, A. So we are taking here input AB. So we are having AB. Now on input small a, our complete string becomes ABA. So from state OO on input A, we are having input string of the category even number of A's, that is 2, and odd number of B's, that is 1. So our next state will be EO, even number of A's and odd number of B's. So on input A from state OO, our next state will be EO. Now from state OO on input B, so we have a complete string ABB. So it comes under the category odd number of A's, that is 1, and even number of B's, that is 2. So on input B from state OO, our next state will be OE. So from state OO on input B, our next state will be OE. So using this concept, we will construct this DFA, and here in the given problem, we have to accept the string having even number of A's and even number of B's. So that's why we have made the state EE as final. So this is our minimal DFA. So this is the second method using which we can construct the same DFA that we had constructed using our first method. So this is all from my side for today's session. Thank you for joining.